This is Lisa Guthrie, 505 Northeast 70th Street, Seattle, Washington, 98115. I would like to have you note this is a security tape about this entryway. It's a hot spot. People hang out in my building at 505 Northeast 70th Street, Seattle, Washington, 98115. In the lower areas of the building, they crawl up. Those are maintenance areas for electrical and plumbing. And this is a big hot spot right here. Also, there are lots of threats from 207, but the crawl space goes in an S shape through the closet and along I-5. I'm probably the only non-cannibal, non-zombie, non-Satanist in Washington State, I would like you to note. And usually, in a day's worth, I will endure many threats, including rape threats, slavery, torture, murder, kidneys. And people targeted white Semites and warm-skinned Europeans and white-looking. I'm not even white, but I'm a target. I have green eyes and I look white. There's a whore playing biracial. The bums in my state like to force ugly black Nazis on white or white-looking females and have them drag you off and have them rape you. And so it really questions the validity of a lot of relationships. Now, interestingly enough, I'm not white. And I am part black, but I'm not interested in an ugly black Nazi. I'm not interested in anybody. These are all disgusting freaks. These are cannibal zombies. But I will state, even if I were white and just white, nobody would have the right to tell me that I would have to be raped by an ugly black male. It's nobody's right to do that to anyone. Or anybody else. So the terrorist list includes 3 cops, a corpse-like cop that is sallow-skinned. He's from the North Precinct. Then you've got a blonde, tall, retarded one that sounds like a Muppet. He's here, and an officer subdued from the West Precinct. The others are from North. Don and Larry Blackburn are here, Melissa Odd, and about 6 odds of Melissa Odd's relative list. Her daughter's here, Emily. These are all people you can find on the internet. Eric Andre Kinzel. His mother, Susan Kinzel Bossert. His brother, Greg Kinzel, probably his wife. A whore named Stephanie from Aurora, DSC, but she was kicked out. And then there's probably about 8 or more morons from Aurora, DSC in all. Probably at least 10 morons from Elizabeth Gregory Health. And Eric Kinzel's family and he were bumping up against the closet crawl space of the front entry. And they were trying to effect a home break-in. And then what was probably Eric Kinzel was whining about kidneys. Now, I will tell you, these are cannibal zombies, and they are disgusting, foul, and disturbed. They tend to whine if they can't commit a crime, or if they themselves are sick and suffering in some way. It's very dramatic. So it's the same person who tortures people and cuts off their feet and their face. and makes them live that way and feeds them something disgusting and maybe sprays them down with Windex. And that same bum will cry when they can't commit a crime and whine like a child. They will also whine and cry with a simple cold. They are like babies. And if you hear threats or anyone talking, no, they are not normal and they are committing crimes. You will hear even retarded prostitutes talking in the wall thinking that they are police. My sister, Dawn Blackmer, and her husband are significant. They've been playing this game for, well, since the 50s, 59. And they used Blackmer construction, their construction, and then my brother used his construction in order to break in and have ways to come and go into people's homes and businesses that were illegal, and of course, places to stay. And these people have pursued such crimes very arrogantly. Why? Well, they've been getting away with it openly for over 14 years. There's actually been an unofficial war against white Semites and warm-skinned Europeans, a coward's war, and white-looking for probably 80 years. It smells like fecal in here, and remember, these bums have victims. And yes, victims smell, and also the sickness like to play with foul substances. So I have to turn on the fan. It smells like fecal in the kitchen area near 207. Coming from 207, or the crawl space, and by the way, he's not innocent. He accesses the crawl space, and there are trap doors to 207. He accesses them. He is not a victim. And people routinely stand in his bedroom cocking guns, which have been heard on Periscope. Another bum that's here, James Suarez. He's a manager. He's here on crack. These are all people for your terrorist list. They're not just after me. They killed 31 million people in 20 years. They've also threatened, either directly or indirectly, the president. They've threatened every state and every country, including countries that could kick our ass, like Russia. They are morons, and they like to walk around with foul substances, putting it in people's water, their food, their apartment, wherever, even on someone's clothing or possessions. These are all rapists, torturers, murderers. There are 3 women from Elizabeth Gregory home that are managers, but what they really are, it's a sham state. Those women are crack whores. 3 of them. Ruth is here. She's one of the managers. You can look her up. She's on the website. Ruth Martin? No, not Martin. That's not her name. Ruth. I'll have to remember her name. I could look it up. And Karen Hundreaser. Hundreaser. I get her name wrong, obviously. Michelle Martin is here. They're old ladies, but in Washington, that doesn't stop them. A lot of these old ladies look 70. That's because they're inebriates. So it's sort of like the old crack whore gets a cardigan, you know, and grows that fantastic gray hair, and suddenly Mr. Rogers' wife. So, Christine Carr has just made a threat. She said you're going to be missed up the bat. I have to figure this one out. It's a rape threat. So these things will talk in code, so they're not heard threatening you. They love talking in code. That way, they're not overheard making threats. So she said you're going to be missed up the bat. And that is the old lady crack whore, Christine Carr. Deborah Layton is here. She's another old lady on meth. She might look like a nice old granny, but she's not. She's an old meth head, an old criminal. At least 20 years worth. I tend to believe a lot of these people, well, I was naive actually. I thought, oh, a lot of them fell with Satan 14 years ago, but naively, it wasn't just that. They were already down. Satan just came calling a different way 14 years ago. He had them already. They were cannibals, or cannibals at least. Like with my family. And Satan did come calling, just differently. And it turned out my family, this is significant, they were what? Secret black Nazis. And what else? Well, gosh, they weren't. Oh, and that noise, that is somebody hitting from the closet. It's a whore hitting from the closet area. That is Melissa Udd's daughter, Emily. And she is a moron, and remember, she's not untraceable. She's not untraceable. And she said in code, we're going to scale it. She means torture. So Emily Udd is here making threats. She is the boogeyman in the closet. And remember, you could find these people on the internet. Blackmer Construction. Melissa Udd. She's listed as a designer. Would you like to know something about Melissa? Well, her persona is actually comprised of, maybe 800 people that gave their lives to make Lissa look like a designer. So people sacrificed under Melissa's name. So 800 women made Melissa Udd the special ed person that they hid also. How'd they hide her? Probably force, coercion, rewards. So force, coercion, and rewards through school. I wondered why they were, and I mean, what I would see is these people that weren't very attractive or intelligent, and they were, like sorority and fraternity, and considered the cream of the crop, and I was like, what? What's going on here? That thing's hideous, and it's not very smart. It looks like it's got some sort of a birth defect. What's going on here? Well, I have my answer. They were targeting white Semites, warm-skinned European. They were targeting pretty, nice, normal, smart, and what else? Oh, and there's a thought underneath, and it is a public bathroom. That is one of the areas that they threatened to attack through. I'm just playing with my charger because one of my phones doesn't charge very well. So I'm trying to fold my phone cord into that. I just heard a male. I'd like you to note, I probably heard him from a wall. And a rape threat.